Welcome back to the channel, where we dive into the most moving, emotional, and heartfelt moments from your favorite stars. Today's story hits deeper than usual, not because of drama or controversy, but because of raw human emotion that many could relate to. Eun Woo, one of Korea's most beloved idols and actors, known for his stunning visuals, composed personality, and immense success, recently broke down in tears during an interview. And it wasn't because of a scandal or professional challenge. It was because of something much more personal. When asked about marriage and what it means to have someone to talk to, Eun Woo couldn't hold back his emotions. What followed was one of the most genuine, soul-bearing interviews we've seen from him, and it left fans across the world in tears with him. The interview started like many others. Eun Woo sat across from the interviewer in a warmly lit studio, looking poised, calm, and as handsome as ever. The conversation moved through typical questions about his latest projects, his acting challenges, his music, and how he balances such a busy career. But then came a more personal turn. Do you think about marriage often? What kind of partner do you dream of? At first, Eun Woo smiled politely, the way many celebrities do when asked personal questions. But instead of brushing it off or giving a lighthearted answer, he paused. A long silence filled the room. And then, to everyone's surprise, his eyes filled with tears. His voice cracked as he responded softly, I think about it more often than people realize. Not because I feel pressure, but because I feel lonely sometimes. I come home after a long day, after schedules, events, rehearsals, and the house is quiet. Too quiet." He looked down, tears beginning to slide down his cheeks. "Sometimes I wish I had someone to talk to, not about work or problems. Just talk. Just be together, even in silence." The production team reportedly paused filming briefly, offering him tissues and water, but Eun Woo insisted on continuing. He wanted people to see this side of him, the side that isn't hidden behind glamorous photos or charismatic characters. "I don't often show this," he continued, "because I feel like I need to be strong. People expect that. But the truth is, no matter how many fans cheer for you, no matter how successful you are, when you close the door at the end of the night, you feel everything. And sometimes you feel it alone." Fans were stunned. For years, Eun Woo has been viewed almost like a living sculpture. Flawless, composed, seemingly untouchable. He's the dream man of millions, admired for his kindness and discipline. But this moment revealed something even more powerful than his looks or talent: his vulnerability. The idea that someone like him, adored by so many, still feels alone hit hard. It was a reminder that loneliness isn't reserved for those who are forgotten or unseen. It can reach even those under the brightest lights. As the interview progressed, Eun Woo opened up more about what love and marriage mean to him. "I don't need someone perfect," he said. "I just want someone real. Someone I can come home to. Someone who doesn't see Eun Woo the celebrity, but just sees me. Dongmin. Someone who doesn't care about the cameras or the fans or the schedules. Just someone who wants to hold my hand when I'm tired and sit beside me when words aren't needed." The comment section under the video exploded within minutes of release. Fans from all over the world began sharing their love, their heartbreak, and their own experiences with loneliness. "I never thought I'd cry watching Eun Woo cry," one fan commented. "He always looks so perfect. But now I realize he's been carrying more than we knew." Another wrote, "This made me want to give him a hug and remind him that he's loved, not just as a star, but as a person." And that's exactly what made this moment so powerful. It blurred the lines between idol and individual. In that studio, beneath the lights and cameras, Eun Woo wasn't a polished public figure anymore. He was simply a young man, opening up about the most human desire of all: to love and be loved, not from a distance, but up close. To have a person, just one, who truly understands him. The story quickly made headlines across Korean and international entertainment media. News outlets praised Eun Woo for his bravery, calling the interview a rare glimpse into the soul of a star. Fellow celebrities reportedly reached out to him privately to offer support. Even some senior actors who have worked with him in the past came forward to applaud his honesty, saying it takes a lot of strength to show emotion in a world that constantly expects perfection. Some fans also took the moment to reflect on the pressure public figures face. We always see the glam, the clothes, the red carpets, a longtime fan wrote, but we forget they're human. They cry, they hurt, they long for love just like we do. Eun Woo's tears reminded me of that. What's also interesting is how this emotional confession has sparked renewed interest in Eun Woo's personal life. Speculation around his love life has always been subtle, with very few confirmed relationships, if any. He's kept things private, focused on his career, and rarely commented on romantic rumors. But this interview may have opened the door to a new chapter in how he views relationships and how he wants to live his future. In fact, close sources have hinted that Eun Woo may now be more open to exploring love, not in a public spectacle, but in quiet moments, away from the flash. One insider shared, "He's not rushing into anything, but he's ready to let someone in." This wasn't just a moment of sadness, it was a sign that he's ready for something real. And isn't that what we all want for our favorite stars? Not just success or fame or admiration, but genuine happiness. A kind of peace that goes beyond applause. A kind of love that shows up even when no one's watching. For many fans, this moment has made Eun Woo more relatable than ever. It's one thing to admire someone for their talent or looks, it's another to feel connected to them through shared emotion. And in those few tear-filled minutes, millions of people felt closer to him than ever before. The impact of this interview won't fade anytime soon. In fact, it may have redefined how we see not only Eun Woo, but celebrities in general. We often forget the toll of being constantly watched, constantly judged, constantly expected to be perfect. But behind every smile is a story. Behind every red carpet is a person who sometimes goes home to silence. Eun Woo's words weren't just about longing for a wife or a romantic partner. They were about craving connection, craving meaning, and craving warmth in a world that can be cold. He reminded us that no amount of fame can replace the feeling of being truly seen and heard. As fans continue to flood social media with messages of support, many are also sending a quiet hope that Eun Woo finds the love he deserves. A love that listens when words fail, that stays even when the spotlight dims. A love that comforts instead of questions. And for anyone out there watching, feeling alone or misunderstood, this moment was also a reminder. Even those who seem to have it all are searching for connection too. You're not alone in feeling alone. So here's to Eun Woo. Not just the idol, not just the actor, but the human being. Thank you for showing the world that it's okay to cry, it's okay to want more than fame, and it's okay to long for someone to simply talk to at the end of the day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real moments, moving stories, and the truths behind the glitz. Because sometimes what happens behind the scenes is the most beautiful story of all.